Okay, so this is a flourish that I came up with based off of a Helix 190 cut. I call the flourish Helixor, and the name basically comes from helix, like I put helix in, and I heard this word elixir. I looked up the meaning, but now I forget. But I just took like elixir and added the H to it from helix and made it helixor. I thought it kind of sounded cool, but this is what the flourish looks like. Something kind of like that. And in order to do this flourish, you're obviously going to have to know how to do the Helix 190 cut. So I'm not going to go like way into depth about it, but I'll teach you like the basic concept of the helix. You're going to hold it like with your middle finger here along the front edge, kind of by the corner here, and in the back you're going to hold it with your thumb by the corner. So now when you're like this, your pointer finger can swing cut, just like that. You have to know how to do the swing cut. And then you're going to curl your your pointer finger under like this, and that's going to allow you to do that. So now when you're in this position, you're going to take these cards and you're going to cut them and you're going to split them, but you're going to do another swing cut, but you're actually going to swing cut from the bottom, just a small packet like that, probably about 10-15 cards. So now when you're like this, you're going to curl that up and drop this packet underneath it and close it like this, but you're going to keep your pointer finger in it like this. Now you're going to take these cards in your right hand, you're going to split them in half, use your ring finger and your thumb to pick up this packet here. So now you're holding these 3 packets with this packet left in your left hand. Now it's a false cut, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter which one you swivel first, either the top or the middle. To make it completely false, you do the middle first, then the top, then the bottom, because the bottom is where your controlled card is laying on top. So if you want to make it completely false, you would swivel the middle one first. If you want to change the order of the middle of the deck, you can do top first, so like that, and swivel the middle, and then drop the last one. So that's just the basic concept of the Helix 190 cut. So now let's get into Helixor. Helixor is pretty much exactly the same as a Helix 190 up until the point where you're holding the 3 packets in your right hand. So and also with Helixor, I hold it closer to the corners here than I do with just the Helix 190. And I do that because it'll make it easier to do the 360 rotation in the middle of the flourish. So, like I said, it's the same up until you get to this point here. Now, when you get to that point, it is a little bit different. So you're gonna swing cut from the top, curl your pointer finger under, cut from the bottom, and drop it down here. Now, when you go split these cards in half, you don't do it completely in half. You just you split it so that there's like 2 or 3 cards here on the bottom, and it makes it easier to do the 360 rotation in the middle of it. I use 2 or 3 cards because with more cards, you're more likely to drop some in the process of doing the flourish. So now you're holding, just this one small packet in your left hand, and these 3 in your right hand. So now you're going to come over with your left pointer finger. You're going to contact the corner right here of the middle packet. And you're going to bring it out. And you're kind of just going to use your thumb and your pointer finger to rotate it and drop it into the packet in your left hand. So now, this is a different kind of cut. It might take some time, but so you're holding a packet with your pointer finger and your thumb in your right hand. Then you're Then you're also holding a packet with your ring finger and your thumb, also in the right hand, obviously. And you're going to use your middle finger and your pinky, and they're going to contact the sides of this bottom packet here, just like that. So now you got your ring finger, middle finger, and pinky holding that packet. And that'll make it so much easier. So with these three fingers holding that packet, you can kind of just take your thumb off, and you're just holding it like this. So when you're like this, you're going to do that, take your thumb off, but you're also going to use your pointer finger and your thumb to move this packet underneath, well, like underneath, just like that. So you were in this position, now you're going to get into that position. So now, when I'm right here, I use my left hand, and I just come over and place these cards like kind of like on top, just like this. And I rotate my hand, and with these cards, usually I just do a one-handed fan to finish it off, just because it makes it easier. There's other endings that I tested with. They're kind of cool, but they're a little bit awkward to get into when you're doing the flourish. So one of the endings is I use my middle finger on my left hand and put the corner of this packet right there. And then I use my thumb to grab it, and then I slid my thumb of my right hand over to this corner here. And to close it off, I just lift it up and use my middle finger to rotate it, and just drop it down just like that. There's another ending that I did where this one's a little bit more awkward to get into. You're going to use your pointer finger and your thumb in your left hand, kind of grab it like this, and then you're going to kind of adjust into this position where you're holding this packet with your right thumb and your right middle finger. And you're going to use your right pointer finger to rotate it just like this. Kind of just like pause for a second and show off the back design of the cards. And then you're going to use your pointer finger again, rotate it like that, and close it just like this. But usually I just do a one-handed fan to close. So again, this is how it looks when it's all done. That was a little bit sloppy, but you get it. So thank you for taking the time to learn my flourish. It took me, I don't know, maybe 2 months to actually create the flourish, finish finish coming up with it, coming up with all the moves that I was going to do in it. So it took me quite a while. So for all you cardists, magicians out there, thank you for taking the time to learn it. And for the most part, it is a false cut, so you can put it into Magic. And I just dropped all my cards. But thank you.